All right, so if you guys were here yesterday, I was doing a live stream and exploring Bitwig Studio and had a fun time. So we're gonna go back into this and start using the same version that we used yesterday, and then maybe sign up for like that 30-day trial as well, because why not? Pa, 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 da, 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 da. Most all right. All right, so let's do it. So we'll go here and we'll launch this and let's explore. So I want to check out this demo mode, right? I gotta create an, so we'll maybe create an account in a little bit, but let's run in demo mode. And let's see. Oh, we're not even, sorry, we're not screen sharing. Now we are. So I was doing this a little bit yesterday. Let's go back, let's go to the synth sounds. I just really like the way that this is like set up. Let me go here, open, downloading, opening project. Okay. Then by default, you would think that my keyboard that is connected should be working, but it's not. So let's go to user interface, no, behavior, audio, routing, controllers, and keyboard. I guess I gotta click this. Now it's active. All right, cool. Should we have chat up, perhaps? What do we think about a little chat? Yo, man, I'm uploading a video right now. Benjamin, yeah, dude, I'm uploading a video right now, and hopefully you'll watch it. It'll be up. I think I'll probably release it today. But the long and short is, yeah, I'm just checking it out. Ableton kind of is just, it sucks the creativity out of me in not a good way. So I basically want to explore, I want to explore some other DAWs, and I'm okay. So let me read Godsend's comment. And let's bring it to the forefront, because I think this is actually very important. Let's bring this over here. So, and Reason of the worst stores out there. I had to purchase a copy of Reason for audio engineering college. Most dreadful. That's wild. So here's the reason why comments like this are important to read, but also are also important to not be overly influenced by. Because yesterday, before downloading Bitwig, I spent about an hour or so doing a live stream and was using Core Gadget. And I'm not sure I don't really know exactly what people think about Core Gadget, necessarily, especially on the Mac. I do believe that most people that I've spoken to have said that that there's virtually no reason why anyone should be using. And so FL Studio, I definitely will check out that as well, as a matter of fact. So thanks for sharing that, because I haven't touched that yet. I want to give it an honest, because just for the amount of people that are sharing what you guys share, there's a community of people, as I've found, didn't have to look hard either, that are really excited about the platform. But what I was saying about Gadget is that I know that Gadget is what sparks the most creativity out of me from a digital audio workstation. Like, I know that that's factual. There's no debating that for me. And so most people, like if I were asking people like, hey, do you think I should, be using Gadget? I have a MacBook, what is it called? MacBook Pro. Should I be using Gadget or should I be using Ableton? 9.9 out of 10 people are gonna say, no, why would you use Gadget? Gadget is you can do so much more with Ableton, right? That's the thing. You can do so much more with it. And, I'm not leaving the Ableton community necessarily, but I definitely want to explore what else is out there. And yesterday, just in my first impressions of it, I thought it was pretty dope. So I definitely want to check out FL Studio as well. I'm not switching from Ableton, but if I did, it would go FL. Bitwig is more for extreme modular DAW folks. Gotcha. So yeah, I'm gonna explore that. Let me actually, now that you guys are talking about FL Studio, I've heard quite a lot of people talk about that as well. Let's let's take a look at that really quick. Also, before we do that, we gotta. Good question. Ableton, man. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Ableton. What's my issue with it? What's my issue with it? Um, yeah, I guess a few things. Let's talk about a few things. And you're probably whatever. Let's just pull it up. Let's pull it up and let's talk it through. I'm gonna compare something like Ableton to Gadget for a second, okay? Not to Bitwig because I don't know enough about it to be able to speak to it. But Ableton, my issue with it is, and this is again, this is gonna be the issue with most DAWs. The sounds in Ableton are not inspiring to me to use. Okay, fine. However, using the built-in sounds in Ableton is more conducive to a nice look on the screen, right? I double click, well, Overdrive is not a good example, but whatever. Sounds, right? I double click here and having everything, we talked about this before, but having everything on the screen, nothing overlaying and nothing, I have to move things around like that. That is absolutely frustrating to have to move things around, right? I do not like that at all. I just don't like it. So that's like the first thing. Now, with most DAWs, except for Gadget, my understanding, and I did research yesterday, I saw that there are these things called wrappers, WRAPPER, that people design, and it's very interesting, right? In Max for Live, wherever that is, I think I have it hidden, but people design like wrappers that you can get your plugin like looking like this on the bottom, and I think that's pretty cool. That's pretty dope. But yes, most stores are gonna have that for sure. That issue, right? But the sounds in the other plugins are what bring me, like Omnisphere, that brings me excitement and enthusiasm and stuff, right? So that's like the first thing. Yes, I'm gonna face that in any digital audio workstation, except for Gadget. Gadget sounds are inspiring, and as you guys like, it's a stark contrast. Really quick, I'm gonna just come out of here. But if I look at something like Gadgets really quick over here, everything is on the screen, and there's no, if it launches, there's no need to like maneuver and move things around. Like it's like it all just kind of works, and it's there, all there for you, and you could, you know, do this if you wanted, and you can do this, and it's just, I just really like that. I really like the flow. I can use a direction, I can use one press of a button, which is my arrow key. So if I have like something, like I was noticing this yesterday too, and I'm going to talk about this in another video, so I'm not going to inundate you guys with all the information right now, because I want to gather my thoughts and be able to talk it through. But if I go into Gadget and I try to open a project that I was working on, I don't know, whatever, this, to be able to, yeah, that's true too. Gadget can be a place where I get ideas started and bring into Ableton, and as I learn arrangement view, that is a workflow that I could definitely get behind. I can definitely see myself doing that for sure. Like there's a very good, yeah, that's a very good idea for sure. But here, if I just be able to hit, just being able to hit the arrow keys and to play instantly, right, to go from track to track, something like that, from my knowledge, you can't do that in Ableton. That's kind of crazy to me. Yeah, definitely not. Yeah, the arrangement view, I'm gonna need to learn more in order to make it make sense to move something from Gadget into Ableton. Because if not, then what's the point? What's the point of moving it into session view and then having it sit there? Like, that's kind of defeats the purpose. So I can absolutely see myself doing that. But like in this case, right, if I were to open up a project, I don't think I can do what I just did in Gadget. Like if I'm here and say if I wanted to go from here and start playing these sounds and then hit one button. Yeah, yes and no. Yeah, so I am aware of that, Benjamin. I think there's two things that I've noticed in this very, very small time frame. But really quick, before I say those two things, when I go like this, like to me, there seems to be so many little things that don't jive with me with Ableton. So for example, why and this is a difference between Ableton. I'm gonna get on my little rant kind of thing right now, but Bitwig versus Ableton, right? When I click a track in Bitwig, if I click a track like this, it automatically highlights the arm button. Why the hell do I need to click this tiny little button here whenever I want to play a sound in Ableton? Why is that? That's so foolish to me. It's so foolish that if you're making music and I'm like, all right, I want to come to a new scene here. I'm going to come down here and I'm like, I want to, these same sounds and I just want to go from one to the next. To have to move my finger and click this little button in order to go to, yeah, it's very, okay, talk to me. I don't, I mm-mm, I think that's going to be in where? Like here, right? And I think, let's look. Because I thought I looked this stuff up a while ago, but yeah, feel free to correct me. If I can get these little things rectified in Ableton, and some of them I did, some of them I figured out over time. Like, I don't know, for example, to you know, to have to toggle between this. Let's go to a clip between this, like hitting F12. To me, that was a major thing. That okay, I can just press a button on the keyboard to go between the MIDI data and like, what is this called? The other section here, right? So that was a huge thing for me. But yeah, I don't think, and you'll correct me if I'm wrong, Benjamin. And I also talked about, this. Why is it that in order to minimize a plugin, which I would imagine we need to do all the time, minimizing and opening up plugins is a very, very common thing if it's blocking your whole entire screen. So why do I have to use both hands to do that? Why do I have to hit Option and Command and P? Why can't I just press a single button? From my understanding, Bitwig lets you customize pretty much everything. I don't think that I can go in here and say, oh, I know, I'm sorry. I use two screens, so all my VST top on a separate screen 90% of the time. Yeah, interesting, Godsent. So that's a thing, that's a thing at home. But I mean, me personally, I don't know if I like making music as much. I mean, I don't know. There's a few different things, but like at home at the home studio, like I like having the flexibility. I like doing it on the laptop. I like being able to sit at my kitchen table and make music like I was last night, or out at a coffee shop and stuff like that. So I don't see that being the fix for me, because I'm not gonna have two screens, when I'm out and about, kind of thing, right? I'm reading these comments. You said, so when I'm on my launch key, it automatically arms. Yes, it does. So if you are using a piece of hardware that works with that way, yes, it does do that. You're absolutely right. But by default, like maybe I want to be using my X key. Maybe I want to use the keyboard. And so these are some of the things that I'm kind of thinking about. I'm curious about what else is out there. I was gonna look up over here Logic. Not Logic. I'm sorry. I don't see Logic being the thing, but FL Studio. I wanted to see the price for it and what the vibe is with it. Price is not that big a thing, but yeah, I'm somewhat curious about it. Let's see, compare editions. Yeah, this is like fine. I mean, these are like all kind of standard prices. Exclusive arm. All right, let's do it. All right, Benjamin. Yeah, I mean, I would love to be all in on Ableton for sure. I just feel like it's just ugh. And I've spent a good amount of time learning it. I spent doing these live streams, asking questions. But yeah, let's take a look. So you said exclusive arm. I have seen that before. Am I missing it? Oh, preferences. This is preferences, right? Settings. Record, launch, plugin. Yeah. Loop, warp. And then, okay, another thing about Ableton that I don't know if we'll have to see if another DAW can do this, but like I mentioned before, like, again, small thing, but enough to mention, like hitting if I'm recording in session view and I don't want to have to hit record before the bar ends in order to end and start cycling that recording. I would like to be able to hit it right after. Under record, it's there. Record, boom, boom, boom. Exclusive, okay. So exclusive arm, so are you talking about disabling that? Because it was enabled already. No, I think exclusive arm just lets you have multiple things, multiple arms open. I don't think that's what that is. I'm pretty sure that you can't do it with just in Ableton. Okay, it's on. Boom. Yeah, but yeah, you let me know. I'm down to try whatever. But there's just enough things about it that are just like. But now to your point, using Gadget as the starting and almost finish point is interesting to get some stuff started in there and maybe accent. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, like, again, it might be overthinking, but like for me, something that can be considered is, I'm going to close Ableton real quick, but using something like Gadget to get ideas started, because we know how fast that is. It's immediate. And then, and I haven't even tried this workflow yet, but like exporting to Ableton, opening that project up in Ableton in session view, adding a little bit to it with some of the built-in and as I'm saying this, I'm like, why even do this? But maybe, I don't know, whatever. But like adding some of these like little, maybe effects, maybe Ableton effects built in. I'm thinking about going towards the non-plugin world, just because dealing with plugins in a DAW on a laptop is just absolutely not inspiring and not fun. Even though the sounds are there, even though the sounds are like incredible most of the time, right? That being said, I was gonna go into Bitwig. Actually, I wanted to explore this a little bit more. So yeah, so this is another thing that's pretty cool about Bitwig, is that you have access to both, oh, sorry, you can't see. You have access to both session and arrangement view together. I find that kind of interesting. I mean, very interesting, not kind of. So there's a script. Yeah, I heard about that too, a script. But again, that's kind of frustrating. Why do I have to like do that? Why is that not just by default? It's like not a logical design choice to me. The way my mind works, like, things need to be quick. You have to download the script and drop it in the folder. Yeah, I think I've seen that before, and I think I've tried it before, or maybe just got frustrated and said, nah, I don't want to do that, because they should have that, not be the case. Now, as Ableton Move continues to get updated and hopefully gets, some, random preset feature and some other things that I'm hoping it gets, like simpler auto arm. So I might look that up, Benjamin. I might check that out. But that's a workflow that can make sense as well. But for now, today's a Bitwig kind of day. So we're gonna, so if I hit down, let me just explore this. And I was curious about the way like plugins work in here. So if I just click there and I can just go like that, it's the same thing, right? It's no different. It's all in, oh, nice, okay, all right. But look at this though, right? So this is still right in front of the screen. So with something like Bitwig, in order for this, all right, so I'll check that out then. I mean, that's a thing. That's definitely a thing that could fix, some of the issues, the gripes that I'm having. Like if I'm able to chip away at them and make it just more fun to use, like, I'm for it. But again, here we go. Now, how do you minimize this? Let's take a look and see if it's one key or multiple. I think this opens and closes. And there's a way, show plugin. Let me just see. I don't know. Save as, add missing chains. I think there's a way to just, I don't know if there's a way to just press a button to maximize and minimize it. But I think there's like a thing that I watched yesterday about like the, what is it called? Shortcuts. Let's see where that might be. I don't know how to get to it. So here's the user interface, settings, package. Yeah, you guys were hating on this right away. Y'all were like, Bitwig, like, come on, man. I thought that was pretty funny. I thought that was kind of funny. Y'all were like, get up out of here with Bitwig. What are you talking about right now? What are you talking about, Kevin? Did you? Okay, cool. I'll check it out momentarily. I did a whole social and just nonsense apps on my phone detox, so I do not have any such apps on the phone at the moment. But I can check on here, on Instagram, on the computer. So Benjamin, tell me why you would be more interested in FL Studio if you were to switch from Ableton, which you're probably never going to do, or not for a very long time. What about FL Studio is enticing to you? Oh, I gotta send an email to someone too. Got your message, thanks. Oh, let me send a quick email here. Hey, I'll go set for tomorrow, 4:15. Ah, I have heard about their sequencer actually.
No, then it overpowers it, then I don't taste some chicken. You know what? Make it white American. Yeah, I want a chicken flavor.
Sorry, I'm just sending a quick email. And there is a lot of screens. Music class. Interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna definitely explore that some. Let's go back here. And let's explore this a bit more. They don't have Ableton. You mean like for sampling? And you mean they meaning either Bitwig or FL? So if I just hit delete there, that just deletes it. So if I just want to hit play here. Oh, so that moves there. But what if I don't want that playing? What if I just wanted to record into here or something? Oh, gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. I am so sorry. I really am. Look, I'm not leaving. I didn't delete Ableton on off my computer, although I did think about doing it this morning. I literally was thinking about Bitwig last night before I went to bed. I think I had a dream about it last night. I'm not exaggerating. I was pretty hyped about it. And to be honest with you, and I think you guys probably know this, right? I mean, hopefully you do, right? Like, there are people out there, probably several people out there, who have their DAW of choice. Whether it's Reason, whether it's Bitwig, whether it's Ableton, Logic, Chord Gadget, whatever it is, they have their specific way of making music. And it works for them, and there's no, for the most part, there's no reason for them to look elsewhere, right? For me, clearly there's a reason to look elsewhere. Clearly there's like, and is elsewhere for me, where is elsewhere? Is elsewhere going back into hardware, getting, you know, my second OPXY that I mentioned and using that as like, that's a thought. I've thought about that, you know, because I've been thinking a lot more about hardware versus making music on the computer. You know, we talked about all these things, right? That's why the iPad was a little bit more, I was a little bit more excited to use that, you know, and like recently over the computer to make music because it feels a little bit more like hardware. But where do I start here? So let's just see. So you think I should buy it today? I told Benjamin, I told you what I got going on. Launch key. So do you think I should get the? Let's look at the launch key. So do you think the launch key would give me a different enough Ableton experience than my Arturia Mini Lab 3? I know that you got the step sequencing on it, which is really great for drums. I could see myself utilizing that a lot. And you have the 2 rows for clip launching. Those are 2. And you have capture on there, which I don't think capture is on the Mini Lab, if I'm not mistaken. But I mean, no. So I had the Push 3, a loaner from Ableton. I should probably let me send this woman an email back. What was her name again? And I basically had the Push 3 as like a loaner. Yeah, there she is. I'm gonna send her a quick email. Like, let's get some gear. Let's get some gear over here, guys. You know, who is this? What is this about? No, wrong person. Wait, no. Wait. Oh, this was some New York City thing. Okay. Long and short, yeah. So I borrowed it for about a month. Really liked it a lot. You know, I mean, look, right now, what could be, there's a few things here, right? We know that at home, music making, sitting in front of 88 weighted keys to make music, and then whatever that is connected to, that is ideal for me. So sitting in front of a digital piano that I feel at home with. I'm a piano player, so like that's always what I prefer to be making music on. So I've had my laptop sit. I'm gonna do a video on this, but I've had this laptop sitting above the digital piano, connected with Ableton, using like, you know, Yamaha's ESP, having Atom Audio USB-C speakers, which is those speakers are really great for you know, USB-C audio that they have, and that felt amazing using that. That felt really good. But that means that the computer is now at home and I'm not bringing it out and about with me. And just the idea of not having my computer with me when I'm doing what I'm doing out just feels like you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot. So that kind of fell by the wayside. Then I thought about replacing the computer with the Ableton Move, right? And to be quite honest with you, once the Ableton Move gets MIDI sustain, I know it sounds very minor, but once it can register MIDI CC for a sustain pedal, which it cannot right now, which is like, why the hell can't it? But okay, fine. But once that happens, then that becomes the music making setup that I just feel so at home with. Why? You got your digital piano, and you have Ableton Move's workflow is incredible for getting ideas started fast. It's extremely good. Like it's the perfect, almost the perfect workflow as far as I'm concerned. So that could be a reason why it's like, okay, you get your song started there, you bring them over to Ableton Live, and you're not worried as much about getting ideas started as you are about, you know, editing and leaning into the linear, you know, all that stuff, the arrangement view and stuff. And then let me read your comment here. So the other thing I was going to say real quick about push is that I could also see myself having a push standalone ideally, so I can not have to even worry about the computer, but either one really, instead of the Ableton Move there, and that could be a really interesting proposition as well. But I'm not going to buy one. I want to see if if they're willing to work with me on something, I might reach out to them. Launch key Mark IV has the transport bars, okay, and pads and keys that work well with Ableton and fixes most of your complaints. Okay. Keys aren't the greatest, but they can work for travel and speed. Okay. I don't really use my push three. It always right there too much. Many. It's a gotcha. And so my all right. So a couple things, Benjamin. So I think I'm gonna pull up this. I'm gonna do a screen. I know you have the 37 key, Benjamin, if I'm not mistaken. So I if I were to get one, it would probably be a really small one, whatever the smallest one is. But the thing about the small, it's all right. Let me actually look this up. Hang on. I think I'm pretty sure that the launch key has both a smallest one in with mini keys and with regular size keys. So let me confirm that that's true, because I've noticed that the mini keys I absolutely hate using. I hate using them. So this one, right? Mini and this one. Oh, I was gonna say they're the same price, but not really. So this 25 key is obviously bigger. So I wonder, but like, where am I bringing this out? Where am I bringing it? Am I bringing this out and about with me? Maybe. I mean, it does look really nice. So let's take a look. You got, yeah, the two rows are great. The transport buttons are great, which the Mini Lab does not have that I have right now. Mini Lab does not have, you have to press and hold shift to get to the transport keys. You have capture, which is great. I feel like, to your point, Benjamin, yeah, you'd be able to really jump around pretty quickly to get to where you need to get to. And God sent, I didn't love my time with the push three, but I didn't really spend any enormous amount of time using it. But I did feel like the menu diving was something about the workflow wasn't. I was so used to move, and move is incredible. It's just so immediate. So it felt like not as fun to use compared to move for whatever reason. Cool thing about the Launch Key Mini 37 Mark IV. So let me see. The small one is you said the Launch Key Mini 37. Okay. So it's between I really like the regular size keys, but you're saying the Mini 37. So it's a matter of if you're getting more keys. Is that what you have? Do you have the Mini 37 or do you have the regular? It's really cool, pretty interesting and cool that they have. Do they have a Mini 37? Is that what you're saying? They don't have it here. Mini 37? They have Mini 20. I didn't know they had a Mini 37 one. But that could be interesting, the extra octave, but I don't know. The 37 regular is the best in my opinion. 25 is okay too. The push 3 mini diving is rough though. For the regular size keys, you have the regular 37. Okay. So you have this one up here. Yeah, I can see how this is. So this wouldn't come out with me anywhere, right? And then it's like, where exactly am I using this at? I'm using it with my laptop when I'm home, but if I'm doing that, like, shouldn't I be using my 88 keys, right? So it's all kind of like a trade-off. It's like, what's the point? I think that if I were to go this route, I would want something that I can bring with me, and it would be between. And I think I actually had one of these, and the wheels. Okay, that's one of the difference. Like these sliders here. Okay, I mean these things here. This is like super portable. You bring with you, and I don't think you get everything on here though, huh? Like for example, capture MIDI and stuff like you're kind of missing on there. Not if you want the transport. So you're saying this doesn't have transport? You got transport there. But I think you mean like the other stuff, right? I think I can see that the 25 key, for example, has a lot more, has this stuff. The capture MIDI, the metronome, even quantize. But for the last 10 years, I've always had a push in front of me, so it kind of feels empty even when not. Interesting. Wow, yeah. Well, maybe I can get Zounds to send this over. Like, that's not a problem. How do I get out of here? What in the world? Yeah, no, you're right. And then you're having to deal with, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. It's all a trade-off. And then it's like, with something like this, do you look at this? Look at this. Like, do you? I don't know. Probably not, but it's just like you have a reason for every single one of these, and then you're like, but actually, I don't know. This is kind of interesting, though. You're saying you don't want to click this or click that, but that's what the launch key does. Yeah, you're right. You're right. If you're using the launch key with it, then it's gonna resolve a lot of the issues that I just mentioned, including like the quantize, like all that kind of stuff. You're absolutely right. I think if I'm not mistaken, let me go to Zounds. I think the Mini Lab Mark 3. No, hang on. Mini Lab. I think the Mini Lab. This is what I have that I bring with me sometimes, and it's a really nice keyboard. But as you can see, it leaves a decent amount to be desired. Yeah, I mean a lot to be desired in terms of, yeah, the workflow. Cause like check this out. No capture MIDI on here. No quantize on here. No metronome on here. Right? It's kind of like. I do. Let me send my Discord. I don't use. I mean, I do actually. I should online. I do use Discord quite often, but I don't use my Discord as much. But I'm pretty active on like the Move Discord, and let me see if I can send you a link. Yeah, like on Move and Teenage Engineering one. But I think if I go here, invite people, and no step sequencer. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's a big thing, my friend. Yeah, Benjamin you could check out some of Benjamin's. I know Benjamin hits me up sometime on Discord when he releases like new projects, which is dope. Let's go check his stuff out. Where is it at? Music Talk, right? No, not Music Talk. Sub promo. Yeah, yeah. It would be cool to build this up a little bit, I guess, but yeah, no step sequencer either. Okay, so I think you've kind of convinced me. Are we deleting Bitwig or just not using it for a little bit? And are we going with Ableton? And now, which one of these two are we getting here? What are we doing? What are we doing? We're going with a. I love the Arturia keys, but I prefer to have the control of Ableton on my keyboard. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you on that. I feel you on that. So then it boils down to. I mean, it's. I think I kind of answered my question. It can't be the Mini. It has to be this one. Yeah, I got you. It has to be this one. It has to be the 25 key. Because in theory, yeah, I got you. I can have this when I'm out doing music out, like right now, it could be right in front of me, and that would be, like, I kind of wish I had it in front of me right now. That would be really cool. And I feel like, to your point, a lot of the concessions that I was just kind of referencing, a lot of them would be resolved with this. I agree with that. The step sequencer is huge because I don't enjoy doing drums on the computer. Like, it's the worst. So yeah, all right. So I think we'll try this out. I think it's settled. And I mean, I would probably sell. I think I would probably sell my Arturia. The thing with Arturia, what's really good is you have access to all of Arturia's sounds and changing the parameters and stuff. So that works super well. Like, it's integrated so nice. But my issue there, again, these are just all things that I'm complaining about. But like, my issue there is Launch Key Mini. Oh, so this is what you were talking about here. And is this what you have or no? Launch Key Mini 37? Or do you have the full size keys? You said, I think I remember you saying that. Well, what I was gonna say, I forget my train of thought there, but yeah, okay. So then it boils down to the size. This is interesting though. Yeah, the minis, either of the minis, you don't have. Yeah, you don't have the knobs or sliders there. Regular 37, yeah. I think I remember looking this up when I was when these originally got released, and I was just overwhelmed with the options. I just didn't know what made the most sense. But I mean, that's the whole point. I can just get one and try it out, and you know, whatever, return it, send it back to Zounds. Again, I'm not purchasing them. I'm doing, getting the trial for the stuff. But I would buy one of these once I knew that, oh, this is the one that makes the most sense for me. So what would you say, Benjamin? Like, I guess in terms of wanting to use it when I'm out and at home, um, which one would you recommend? I think you said the Mini 37 originally. The 25 or 37 regular keys is better. Yeah, okay. Definitely not the 25 mini. 25 mini, no way. 37 mini looks like it has. I mean, actually, no, it doesn't even have the other buttons that I was just talking about, huh? Look at this. Like the 30, yeah. So 37 mini is out the question as well, just because of that reason. It doesn't have like the quantize and all that stuff that we were just referring. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Regular 37 personally. You get the more octaves with that, yeah. But again, I don't see myself bringing that out anywhere. So then it kind of shoots, the whole thing in the foot. It's like, all right, I'm not bringing that out. I mean, I can have it with me right now where I'm at, but most cafes I go to, that would take up a decent amount of space. But I do hear what you're saying though, because I know that having 37 keys with my X key works super well, but that's so thin that it's okay that it's long. Do you know what I'm saying? This is long, thick, and deep. So this is like I'm bringing like a huge thing. So yeah, I'll get the 25 key, done. I might have to send something back to Zounds. I don't want to get too much stuff from them. Oh, General, here we go. Here we go. Oh, he joined, man. What about the new MPK Professional Mini Bot? Oh, that's interesting. I heard about that. I'm sure Benjamin could speak to it, but I feel like the integration with Ableton is not going to be nearly as good as the Novation. But let's look at it. Why not, right? All right, so I think we're at 25 key regular is like where we're at. Look, you guys might have brought me back to Ableton. Might have talked me up the ledge. Impressive stuff, guys. Well done. Akai. Yeah. So then I might just look to. I mean, I can sell some stuff, right? I can sell my. Yeah, that step sequencer is clutch. I can sell my mini, this thing here. I wonder if anyone would do it like a trade or something. Maybe someone might be in my boat and is looking for this for specific reasons, and I don't know, who knows. This is it. Listen, I mean, I was gonna say nice looking. It's a pretty, what's the word I'm looking for? Robust. Like it looks like it has a lot of features. It looks like it's cool. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So let's. I mean, I might just buy it from like Amazon or something, right? Do I just buy it? Right? What are we thinking here? Rather than getting, do we just buy this right now? Oh, I can get the discount from Zounds too. Buy it from Zounds discounted. Let's see how much this costs. Launch key, Mark 4. And what are we looking at? 25. There it is. Fastest delivery tomorrow. Look at that. So I can literally get this right now and start using it tomorrow. Do we do it? Do we do it? Or do we get the Mark III? Just kidding, just kidding, just kidding, just kidding. Yeah, I feel you. This will get it to, do they have a different colored version? No, just the black one. So that'll come tomorrow. That's 2 hours. Okay, so that's extremely fast. Now Zounds is super fast as well. but does the discount even really look at that? Get it tomorrow. I might just hit him up real quick. Both of these are. Hey, can you send me what's his name? Billy. Hang on. There we go. I think there was an issue with returning something to Zounds with the discount. I think I had to pay for shipping. But I'm not planning on returning anything, but I would like the flexibility to be able to. So we're gonna bypass that. We're going with Amazon. I think there was like an issue with that if I'm not mistaken. All right, guys, we're doing it. Let me turn my screen off, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not, I mean, I don't know. It might be some proprietary stuff on there. You never know. All right, so another MIDI controller comes in tomorrow. Place your order. Let's try it out. Why the heck not? Why the heck not? Boom. All right. All right. We're in there. So now that we're back on Team Ableton, I guess? Is that what's going on right now? We're back on Team Ableton. Ooh, that's a good question. I'm gonna say probably not because I'm not allowed to. You want buttons and knobs and pads and keys. You are set now. All right, it's about to go down. Yeah, how about you, Godsend? Do you have an OP1 field and an OPXY? Yeah, since they sent it to me, I try to stand clear, right? Especially, unless if I've fulfilled the obligations and made the content and I'm really not using it anymore or something like that, then maybe that's a conversation. Okay. All right, well, I feel like I'm going to quit Bitwig Studio. And we are going to go into Ableton. And now we're back with Ableton now. Just pulled me off the ledge, like. All right, so this is what we can do. Let's do this. Let's see how easy. Are you serious? Hang on. The OP1 field is sold out? Dude, I'm waiting. I know, congratulations. You guys did good work today. Great work. I'm waiting for this update to come to this damn thing so I can start using it again. The medieval. The same update that's on the KO2. I don't know. So you're saying that it's sold out? That's pretty interesting. I did not know that. Have you ever owned one? Yeah, I'm gonna give this an honest go. I'm still curious about this right here with Ableton. But again, the one that I have, oh wow, okay. The one that I have is it can't be moved from where it's at, sadly. OP1 Phil, it doesn't say sold out, man. What are you talking about? I didn't think it was sold out. Look, it's right there. What I don't get is why the chop feature on the XY doesn't allow zoom on the new chop. So you mean once you chop by transients, you can't zoom in to fine tune it? Is that what you're saying? And Godsend, I see it right here. It looks like you can add it right to your cart. So it's available now. Oh wow, that's weird and interesting. How do you see yourself using the field? Like, what type of stuff do you see yourself doing with it? I'm curious. All right, it's Ableton time. Oh, what I said I wanted to do, actually, you can do it, but you can't do it with it. Oh, well, that's weird. This looks cluttered. Here. All right. Anyway, what I wanted to look at was bringing a Korg gadget idea into Ableton and how easy or not easy that is to do. So if we have Ableton up and we were like, oh, I was just working on Douglas. and then it's like file management. So like for me, if I'm working on this and I have the idea started, like I do. Oh, let me see. Hang on. That's so interesting. Wow. But just that though, huh? Yeah, Benjamin, exactly. So the XY is not the XY you can get. Wow, that's bizarre. I don't know. Maybe I'll reach out to them. I'll reach out to them and see what they say about that. But yes, so you can export this with just the audio files, or you can export it so that can Gadget export projects? Yes, it can. So it can do either audio files or, and I want to double check how to do this. I'm super curious about this. If I go, or as AUV3. So for example, export, right? Ableton Live project. Yeah, that's very weird. So check this out down here. You can do it as audio. So like if you didn't have the plugins or something, you do it as MIDI, VST, or AU. So I'm gonna select that and I'm gonna go let me actually see. Let me go to Ableton and let me make a new folder. And this is called something like Gadget Ideas. And then save this here. Done. Now if I close this and go back in here, and also this seems so, okay, I think that was why I had to like zoom out a little bit. It was like so cluttered. Now here, if I go open and I go to Ableton and Gadget Ideas and Douglas, let's see. Let's see how seamless this is or is not. So if I come down here and play, okay, hang on. Audio, MacBook speakers, how about speaker? So that's kind of cool. See, Koala exports to an Ableton project and it's all your sequences in session view. That's kind of what this is, no? All your sequences right here, boom, boom, boom. The 3 different sections. So for me, then it's like, I might, well, let me ask you guys a question about Ableton. How do you actually go into here and like when you are using Ableton Sounds, first of all, do you use Ableton Sounds or do you only use plugins? That's the first question. But if you do use Ableton Sounds, like, do you navigate them through the instrument section and be like, oh, okay, I want to pull up something in analog and go through here? Or do you do it through the sound section and like say, oh, I'm looking for a keys sound and I want it to be cinematic? And then you bring this over. Like, what's the way that you do it? Ableton, it is kind of sick. You're right. I use a few Ableton Max for Live plugins. Okay, but not no sounds. Okay, Ableton effects. So for example, if I have this going and I'm like, all right, I want to build this. I want to whatever make this sound different and bring in. I use Ableton for 13. Oh my god. Oh my. Excuse me, I just hiccup. That's funny. Wow, okay. So you use audio effects. So I might be like, let's check out Verb. Plugins are sounds. Live plugins. Oh, okay, for live plugins. Okay. It's just created by, oh, okay. So you have Max for Live sounds. that people created that you use. Not, you don't use any of this stuff. You don't use this. You don't use any of this. Okay. That's kind of like the bane of my existence, going through sound after sound and not being inspired by them. And it's just, yeah. So, yeah. So, but again, gadget can be it, right? And I have to have a system where if I'm working on this song called Douglas and it's been exported to Ableton, for example, I might, and it's going to be nice when I have, gotcha. Okay. So then if you don't use it, then guess what? Neither do freaking I. Done. Right? So like for me, now if I'm using gadgets to get these ideas started and bringing this in, I could, I'm just thinking out loud again, but I could build this up and maybe bring some audio effects. Gadget, they do. I mean, they are here, right? This is what we have here, as a matter of fact, right? Boom. So that's really cool that it pulls it up straight away, right? It's like there, it's ready to go. It's really kind of great, actually. What else? I think I'm going to install that script thing. You need to go to this site and download the latest packs you just had. Ooh, all right. There's some new ones that I got to check out. Before I even do that, I also think that like I might have too much here maybe, and maybe what I don't know, like basically I haven't found a way to get to sounds that I like, and I'm not sure how to do that in Ableton. It's not fun to do. And maybe even if there was some shuffle button, right? Just a button where you can just just give me some inspiration, just give me some random sounds kind of thing. Yeah, you're right. You're right. All right, but let's check out Ableton's site. I haven't looked there in a while. I have downloaded a lot of their stuff, I thought, but I haven't downloaded stuff in a while. So, but I am excited about getting the keyboard tomorrow for sure, because it kind of puts you in a position where if that keyboard comes in and I start using it, then it's going to be like I'm probably not going to want or need to be using any of the other 3 to 4 to 5 keyboards that I have, MIDI controllers that I have, because they're all going to be so limited compared to what it sounds like the launch key can do. So let's take a look at this though. Some packs. Download. I think I have a lot of this stuff already though. Yeah, I have all this stuff. Like what about new? Is there anything that's new here? Oh, Max for Live. So this is what you were just talking about. Expressive chords, the Max for Live device for live. So that turns single notes into rich dynamic. So like this, for example, I don't even know what this is. Expressive chords. Like what is this? So if I come to like a new section, how do I go to I'm trying to remember. Wait. Oh, look at this. That's kind of interesting too, right? So when I'm in Gadget, like like down here, right? You have the other parts of the song, but right here you don't anymore. I don't remember how that is. I don't know. You can easily drag a plugin in and create an instrument rack, then map. So Benjamin, that right there, what you're describing is what someone told me, and I don't quite, if I go new, I don't quite get how to do that. And I don't have a controller in front of me that can map knobs or anything, but what I think the person was saying is like, and what I think you're saying is like to be able to go into here and to be able to, what is it again? Like, I think it has something to do like this, like group, right? And then this button, and then configure, and then like configure this up arrow. What in the world? configure like the up or down arrow, whatever, to map to one of the macros or something like this. I don't fully understand it, but I if there's a if there is a way to do it, which it sounds like there is, where I can get my default set to have, say, Omnisphere or something like it, and just not have to have the plugin open, and I can just press a key on my keyboard from this screen or on my MIDI controller from this screen and cycle through random presets in Omnisphere, which is pretty much how I use it anyway. That would be huge. It's for push 3 primarily. Okay. Okay, then map the controls to macros and hit random to create random presets. Well, the guy accepted my invitation on LinkedIn, who is the Spectrasonics guy. So we're gonna have to revisit that. We're gonna have to revisit that soon. All right, what is this? What are they saying here? Okay, cool. It's like Ableton Scalar. I'm not sure what that is. Ableton Scalar. I'll do a video. You can have 16 macros. Can build your own instruments in Maxwell Live. Very complex stuff you can do with it. You don't need that for Omnisphere. Omnisphere is mutate. Got you, but I meant more so cycling through random presets in Omnisphere. In any case, there's a lot to like about where we're at right now with this. Another thing that I liked about Bitwig, sorry to bring that up again, guys, but Bitwig had like the ability to open up multiple projects in the same window. So I thought that was kind of cool, and you can like drag stuff from one project to another. I thought it was cool. All right, let's also look at this. I was exploring. What do you guys think about the way? Whoa, that's weird. What do you guys think about the way I have this set up here, like having both this section and this section visible, or just one section? Like I kind of need this, so when I bring in sounds, and you said go to free over here, but I think I downloaded all these free ones already, by the way. Well, let's see. I don't know. Do you know Max Freakin? It's on ability to give you a free collection of devices to keep you company at home from synths. Let's check one out. Like this one says Stray Cats Collection. Let's see if I have this. Was it under packs? Stray. No, I don't. So let's download it and let's see. Stray Cats Collection. Okay, so we download. And maybe part of it can be going through packs for the sounds rather than going through like the individual sound section, maybe, to navigate. I don't know. Beat selection, find his drum loops. So yeah, I don't know if I have all of these downloaded. I guess I have to like look at them and see if I have them, like Mad Beats. Should we do side by side or something? Let's see what I do have and what I don't have. Bring this over. I'm so happy that we're back with Ableton, guys. I'm so happy. This is a big deal. It's a big day for us here, guys. Mad Beats, a loop library producer, Ableton by this person. I don't think I have this. So we'll download it. Solid Sounds. Don't have it. Download it. DM. I guess I really don't have any of these, huh? Download. Beat selector. Download. So maybe that can be a way to get some stuff started is to go to packs and check out stuff from here, maybe. Recording hybrid kit. Yeah, I really don't have any of these. Break selection for live 9. 64 pad lab. Singularities. Stray Cats. I think I downloaded that already, but whatever. Vibrations. Ooh. More updates. Okay, so one pack available. What is this? Expressive chords. Cool. Man, look at all this stuff here, guys. Look at all this. Let's bring it all in. All right. Well, just to avoid confusion, I might actually delete that other. Damn, how did this get so big? The chat box. One sec. There we go. Do 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 do. Oh, okay. You don't need that. Oh, there's nothing I missed. Cool. All right. So everything is installed. So now, or not everything. Things are installing. Okay, so let's install some of these.
Ready to play. You do that? They're just there, right?
There's one. There's another.
You guys start at 12:30.
Okay, so just installing some of these expensive chords.
I think we all did a good job in that meeting yesterday.
Those are downloading.
You did great.
Empty the trash can.
Yeah, I wasn't really prepared.
Bring this back in. Are any of these done yet? This one. Stray Cats. So while these are installing, let's check out something like this. Like, what is Stray Cats exactly? Got some information about it here. Cool. We have instruments, MIDI effects, etc. MSE. I don't know what. See, I don't know what all this is. These are just some random sounds. So why would I want any of this? Like, that's the thing about Ableton. Why do I care about these sounds? I don't know. I don't think I do. Weird. Oh, so I'm on this one. Up on here, but I guess that's what it's all about, just exploring. Let's install some more of these. Let's, oh, that's already done. All right, so let's go in order. Well, this has been a fun live stream, guys. All right, It's $15. I'm just fair. It's built-in instrument that you can click random on to get ready-made instrument. It's got. I think you told me about that before, Benjamin. I gotta check that out, like the Max for Live thing. All right, yeah, I think it's time to create. And all right, we have a lot of different things here. Maybe the gadget thing that we were just doing, actually. A lot of different directions we can go, which is good. It's a good thing to have that. That we installed already. This one we have to install. Stray Cat's already installed. Alright, so we got some more things to install. Stray Cat's installing again, but we have that, so let's get rid of that. Alright, cool. So let's go new. And let's check out packs section. Maybe like check out some of these packs. So again, I don't know what, there's like so much stuff, there's so many clicks to get to different sounds within the packs, but let's check some out. I don't know what just installed. Was it this one? Yep, that was the one that just installed. Let's check out vibrations. Let's see what this is all about. So you got what? Demo sets, demo projects. Sounds cool. So another idea that I just thought of that I haven't really done in the past is to, let me know what you guys think about this. Let me just, I guess the first one on the all the way on the left is the latest one that installed, but it's to check out some of these sample projects. For example, this here sounds cool, and create my own stuff with the sounds that are already here, so I don't have to think about, right? I think that's actually really interesting. But obviously I would like not worry about the tempo. Oh, okay. So when you load a project, the functions, it's not going to matter as much when I'm using my controller, but the keyboard shortcuts that I usually have set by default aren't set that way. So that's a thing, but I think it's okay. Let's just see. Oh, record doesn't. Okay. Okay. So enter. Let me do that again. So enter right on here lets you just jump into record rather than hitting R. Like this. It's kind of cool. All right, let's read what you guys are talking about. Yes, way better, good video game, way better sounds. Damn, I kind of missed some of the chat. Way better sounds. Got to use raw saturation and add hybrid reverb to improve the sounds. If that's not inspiration, I don't know what it is. I side-changed those melodies to the percussion. See, this is interesting stuff, man. This is good stuff. This is good stuff. I likes. Let's install some more of this stuff here. So yeah, I think that's definitely something, right? Going into ready-made projects and exploring this. People did the sound design already and just making my own stuff from there. That's not cheating, I don't think. Did we do this one already? Yep. Next.
You got it. I will update my notes and promise not to waste your time. Yeah, I do. Thanks, Tom. Have a great day.
I think I have everything installed already now. All these are good, right? Yeah. All right, I think we're done. All right. I think I'm going to leave now. I think that's what's going to happen at this point in time. It's time for me to do some other things, such as go home, get some lunch, and I don't know. We'll just see where the day takes me, right? But thanks, guys, for joining. Appreciate it. Great insights. I'm going to delete Bitwig. Sorry, Bitwig. I'll see you guys later. I'll see y'all later. Peace. I'll let you guys know how the keyboard goes. Also, I just edited the video about how excited I was about Bitwig, but it's all part of the journey. So I'll release it. You guys can watch it, and I'll put a comment on there to say like, actually, I have another update for you. All right. Peace.